You don't know the power of the dark side.
Hello and welcome to Two Nerds on a Couch. I'm Beth. Today we're going to talk about the first update of Chapter 3, Season 3. There's a lot to this update, but before we get started, please hit that subscribe button for other news, quest guides, storyline videos, and much more. Also, shout out to those who use Support a Creator code Two Nerds on a Couch, as it really means a lot to us. Thank you so much! And with the self-promotion out of the way, let's get into this update. In case you missed it last week, we had a little bit of a map change south of Tilted Towers. It seems the reality tree is spreading its roots around, and so far it's reached out to Logjam Lumberyard and south of Tilted Towers. With this 21.10 update, it seems we have a few other map changes to go over, such as the Imperial Lambda-class shuttle landing locations, a new special reality route at Butter Barn, and the newly named POI, Logjam Lotus. Let's start with the Imperial landing locations. As you fly in on the battle bus, you will see Darth Vader's Lambda-class shuttle. Similarly to how we had Chapter 2 Season 4's Quinjets do their fly-in, Darth Vader's ship will randomly land at one of these locations. You can pick up the E11 blaster rifles from these new chests, and if you have licensed audio turned on, you can hear the Imperial March. If you don't have licensed audio turned on, you will hear Darth Vader's iconic breathing sounds, as well as faint dramatic music. Due to copyright, some portions of this audio is muted. Also, if you're a content creator, just be aware that these areas might cause copyright issues. There's a new reality route at Butter Barn, which has sprouted a lovely little sapling like the one from Logjam previously. Speaking of Logjam, let's take a look at this reimagined POI. It seems the reality tree is changing how things work around the map. Here at Logjam Lotus, there are 4 possible POI styles. There is a pirate-themed version to remind us of Chapter 1 Season 8, a Tilted Town-style western village similar to Chapter 1 Season X, a Greek or Roman version complete with an Assassin's Creed nod that is quite different, but slightly reminiscent of Chapter 2 Season 5's Colosseum. It even has its own mini Colosseum. There is also said to be a 4th style with similar buildings to everyone's favorite POI, Coral Castle. If you haven't gotten the Tover tokens here, please note that they are in slightly different locations than our first Snap Quest guide. And an honorable mention, let's talk about a few NPCs around the map. Meowscles will be back as an NPC, but this time he won't be hostile. The Order will also be an NPC on the map. We will update you with the locations for these two in a future video. The Hench Bros we call Bill and Ted, who were formerly stuck behind a 3 trillion HP rock in Reality Falls, are now roaming around the map with their newest bro, the Last Trespasser Alien. You can find this dynamic trio in a number of places around the map, such as driving around north of Coney, or catching a movie at Rocky Reels. And in random map news, it's possible to find a holoscreen at one of the islands to the east. Also, the Rock family has had a couple of tiny changes. The Rock Doggo is now fetching a slurp keg, Kid Rock is building a sandcastle, and Mama Rock has changed which book she's reading. Heads up, there have been a few balancing changes in this 21.10 update. Reality saplings will now have different amounts of fruit depending on the rarity. Uncommon or rare saplings will bear 3 fruits. 2 fruits for epic rarity, and only 1 fruit if your sapling is legendary or mythic. Along with this reality fruit balance, you will now be alerted when an enemy is at your sapling. Don't you touch my sapling! Another balancing change comes in the reduction of the detection radius for the visual sound effects indicator for footsteps, chests, and vehicles to better match the distance when they would be audible. A positive change comes to the ballers. They will now consume less battery when driving and boosting. It looks like we'll have a set of quests that will take place in creative maps, which will unlock various cosmetics. The Creative Summer Challenges are now live and take place on various creators' maps. If you would like us to make a guide on how to complete these challenges, let us know in the comments below. Creative received a decent update in this 21.10 patch. A couple of changes to Fortnite Creative are that the grapple glove has made its way, there's a new item placer device, and certain wildlife can now be set to rideable. The new device lets you control several settings on where you can pick up items and how long it takes to pick up said item. This can be used with weapons and consumables. You can also rotate the items and place them wherever you see fit. Wolves and boars can now be set to rideable in the wildlife spawner settings. For a more in-depth look at the updates in Fortnite Creative, check out the link in the notes below. Recently, there was a major bug not allowing people to access Save the World. This issue seems to have been fixed with the 21.10 patch. The Blasted Badlands Venture season is back and returning with challenge quests. The stack size of all consumables in Save the World have now been increased to $9.99, so each type will only take up one inventory slot. There has also been an increase in survivor spawns, making it easier to earn the Platinum Badge. There's a new starter pack available for Save the World called Skate Park Royalty Pack. Here's a look at that pack. You can earn up to 1,500 V-Bucks by completing Save the World daily quests. Remember, in order for these challenges to unlock, you have to complete the Home Base Storm Shield Defense 3 mission in Save the World campaign. In Fortnite competitive news, hype has been reset in Arena. The Darth Vader and Stormtrooper NPCs will not be in competitive playlists. Lightsabers and E11 blasters are also not in competitive playlists. Let's take a look at some of the cosmetics coming to update 21.1. This footage is from iFiremonkey. The full video link is in the notes below. Which upcoming cosmetic is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. The Nintendo Challenges website is now live. You can get some of the Naruto Ninja Rivals cosmetics for free just by signing up and completing the challenges. We put a link to the signups in the notes below. We've also got a pic of the new snap parts coming soon. And according to leakers, Epic Games might be working on a zero-build version of Team Rumble. Plus, it's possible that the Fortnite Classics bundle will return to the item shop again soon. And for our last bit of patch note news, the Vibin narrative quests have now been added and are available for you to complete. We'll have a guide for those quests soon, and we'll leave a link in the notes below. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to use code 2nerds on a couch in the item shop, and we'll see you next time.